Well, I don't know how many people sent us this
story to talk about.
Yeah,
a lot of people were shooting at me too.
Representative Jasmine Crockett, Democrat from Texas, on Wednesday, this was last Wednesday, she shot back at Representative Nancy Mace, Republican from South Carolina. That's the one that said Hunter Biden had white privilege.
Yes.
She said Hunter Biden was the epitome of white privilege.
And she white saying it.
Thank you.
That's the pot calling the kettle black.
I just want to run it back, though, to the very beginning, because this is something that I just can't get over, she said. I can't get over the gentle lady from South Carolina talking about white privilege. It was a spit in the face, at least of mine and black women, for you to talk about white privilege, what it looks like, especially from that side of the aisle.
Okay.
The House Oversight Committee was meeting to mark up a resolution to hold the president's son in contempt of Congress for failing to comply to the subpoena. So I wanted to just go through some of it, and let's just see what she said and see what people was talking about.
Where this chairman decided that he was going to block this committee from receiving additional information about y'all's guy, Trump, and all the money that he took. From what we did receive, we know that Trump got almost $6 million that we can account for, and we know that there's more there. From China specifically, we found almost $8 million total that he accepted from foreign governments while he was serving as the president of these United States. But we're concerned about the president's son who has not been involved in his administration.
Now, perfect example. You sitting up there, y'all calling in Hunter Biden, y'all doing all of this, but y'all don't want to investigate how Trump got money while he was in office.
Like leave him alone kind of attitude. Don't bother Trump.
Again, I like how she said stuff later on. If you're going to investigate everybody.
Right.
Let's everybody who put your hand up, investigate Biden and Trump. Right. Put your hand up, everybody.
Right.
She put her hand up. Go ahead, investigate them.
What they're doing is because they're coming at the group that's coming after Trump for all that he has done, the craziness, they feel like tit for tat. Oh, you're going to come after our man. We coming after your man. Okay, so they're not even sitting there going, but your man is it got some issues.
Right.
They overlooking that.
But so now we going after president's kids?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So then let's call in Ivanka, whatever her name is.
And her husband.
Yeah. And how much money he made.
Yeah.
While Trump was in the White House.
Tit for tat, kids.
That's what I'm saying. It's so stupid.
We go for your kids.
It's stupid.
It's petty. Go ahead.
I just want to run it back, though, to the very beginning, because this is something that I just can't get over. I can't get over the gentle lady from South Carolina talking about white privilege. It was a spit in the face, at least of mine as a black woman, for you to talk about what white privilege looks like, especially from that side of the aisle. And let me quote your now ousted speaker and what he had to say about the Republican Party and y'all's lack of diversity. When you look at the Democrats, they actually look like America. When I look at my party, we look like the most restrictive country club in America. So let me tell you something. Y'all don't know what white privilege looks like, but I'm gonna show you a little bit of something.
Now, if you're going to mention white privilege as a white woman from South Carolina,
include yourself.
Let me tell you what white privilege is. That's what she's saying. If you're gonna mention the word, let me give you some examples of white privilege.
Yeah.
Since you're gonna say that Hunter Biden is the epitome of it.
Of white privilege.
Right? He's when you open up the dictionary, you see a picture of Hunter Biden next to white privilege.
The definition of white privilege, Hunter Biden's face.
According to what that lady said.
According to her.
So she's saying, since you're gonna use the words, let me give you some examples so that you can be more educated when you use these words, especially in front of black people.
Thank you.
You see, you want to talk about a two-tier justice system, and this is the only time that y'all have ever referenced it, when this country has a history when it comes to black and brown folk of having two separate sets of rules. And right now what you want to do is have two separate sets of rules because Mr. Moskowitz offered y'all a fair situation. He said he would vote for Hunter to be held in contempt if y'all voted to hold all, even if you remove all of the members of Congress. There's still other people that y'all haven't decided that y'all have excuses for, but y'all don't want to hold them in contempt. But for some reason, it makes sense to hold Hunter Biden in contempt, who has tried to comply. And let me tell you why nobody wants to talk to y'all behind closed doors, because y'all lie. That's just the bottom line. You have done it thus far in this investigation. You have done it this far.
Okay. So you're saying that Hunter Biden thinks of himself as above the law or whatever, and that you hold him at a different, he shouldn't think that he should be more privileged or he should follow the rules. Mm-hmm. When black people or people of color say that, y'all say we just complaining. When we say that the justice system or the police officers or they're not doing the same set of rules with me that they are with the next guy. Right. That's lying. That's complaining. That's you need to pull yourself up by your own bootstraps. That's the people in the comment section that I always see, the stupid white people that say, not all white people, the dumb ones, that say, black people need to quit complaining. Y'all need to start learning how to, everybody not against you. But then they'll turn right around
and use that same argument.
And say that everybody's against Trump.
Yeah, they'll use the same argument. In fact, they're even trying to use the same laws with discrimination, affirmative action to help their cause. The narrative is changing. If it's their situation, they'll use the same thing that they fussed at us about.
Now, you don't like affirmative action. You say that people should be judged on their merit, right? We think so too. But that's not how it works. People have, it don't even have to be black. It could be a woman.
Yeah.
That walks into a company, a factory, and she sits down and says, well, I can do the job too. And the boss is sitting there going, if you think for 1 second, honey, that we're going to hire you.
A woman.
When we have boys' nights on Friday night, and we talk while we at the machine, we say dirty jokes and stuff.
Right.
We ain't bringing you in here.
It's the boys' club. So thank you.
And a person we know that very close to us, she told us she was the first black engineer to be put over in her section because of affirmative action.
Yeah,
that's the only reason.
They had to tear that door down.
They said, we hiring you. And they was back in the day, they was just honest. We hiring you because we have to. So come on over and
you're right,
and you'll get the
every
job.
Woman, black, white, Asian, Hispanic, whatever your nationality is, should understand women's rights as well is an example of affirmative action is needed as well. Because some places are not hiring you because you're a woman.
Thank you. And she's talking about the reason why Hunter Biden didn't want to go behind closed doors is because you guys lie.
He wanted it all out in the public.
Why would I go behind closed doors with Marjorie Taylor Greene?
And you make your own narrative. you write your own narrative. People not gonna believe you. Oh my God.
So that's why.
Go ahead, girlfriend.
And you guys get fist fights behind closed doors. You fight with each other. Trying to find out who's going to be the Speaker of the House. You guys arm wrestle and stuff in private and pull each other's collars and put each other's in chokeholds.
Hunter Biden is doing the right thing to even say, can we do this public? I want everybody to see it.
Yes.
I'm willing to be out there and transparent.
Yes. All right. Keep going.
As it relates to this committee and every single hearing, y'all spin. I don't know how y'all are still standing right now because you should be quite dizzy from all the spinning that you're constantly doing when it comes to spinning the truth. You talk about free and fair elections, but you back a guy who we know tried to steal the election. And this isn't about what Democrats have to say. Let me remind you, for those of you that don't know how the justice system works, it's not a matter of the president went in and indicted Trump, but we are talking about grand juries. Grand juries are comprised of American citizens, and the people that have entered pleas of guilty that will be flipping on your leader in a minute, they are Republicans. I do want to point that out.
Thank you. Trump keeps saying Biden is after him. The people who decided to bring this to trial was the American people.
Thank you.
It was a jury.
Not Biden didn't sit there and decide this.
They listened to what the evidence was, and they decided it's enough there for him to go to trial. There was no Biden that said, yeah, we're going to put him on trial.
But you know how Comover has always spurred lies and make it sound as though, because he wants people against Biden. Of course he's going to bring up lies.
And then I like how she reported out to them, it's the Mar-a-Lago gang that's turning against him. They're the ones that's testifying against him.
Because they didn't have to say yay, yay.
And they're all Republicans who he hired.
Thank you. Not Biden. It's his own
Biden
gang.
didn't hire Michael Cohen.
It's his own gang bang.
So then you do agree with me, mega people. Trump's a moron. Because every person he hired is now testifying against him.
Thank you. And
that means he's not a good judge of character, obviously.
Because he wanted them to be loyal, I bet. And they're not all loyal because they're not throwing them. You want them to give their life and lay their life on the sword for you.
Even his vice president turned against him.
Thank you.
Every person who he hired and put into office has turned against him.
But it don't matter.
Even his own daughter turned against him.
It don't matter. Megas don't care.
See how they ridiculous.
Yeah, that's a blind spirit.
Blind. So even if you don't even want to go with the fact that Biden, because I don't like Biden either, you have to admit he's a moron. He doesn't put the right people in office. He's not a good businessman. He's bankrupt every business that he has. He doesn't own the Trump Towers. The banks own them. Why are you voting for this man? He didn't do the stuff he told you he was going to do. Where's this wall that Mexico's supposed to pay for?
They've started to build it. Because the money I thought had to be allocated to that.
Lord.
Go ahead.
And half of them were Republicans that were handpicked by Donald Trump himself. So, to be clear, whatever happens to your little leader, it's going to be because of the actions that he took. So you can talk all you want to about how January 6th was nonsense, but all of y'all were running at that time. Y'all were grabbing y'all's gas masks, and y'all were running to your offices because you didn't know if they were coming to kill you. You should have cared that somebody was there to protect you, but instead you want to play games because you found out that it was your leader that decided that he wanted to propagate an insurrection on our country. So don't tell me that you care about the Constitution, because you don't. All you care about is Trump getting reelected, and I'll yield the last of my time to my leader.
All right. So she was absolutely correct.
Every comment she made, she had to put it in their face.
And she said, oh, so now you guys say they entered the building. They were very calm. These people were here they were let in.
On tour.
They were on tour. But all of y'all was running with me.
Thank you. If they were so here calmly, then you should have just sat yourself on down and waited for them to come on in.
See? So I like her. They said she did good.
Hypocrisy has always been in this country.
And that's why nobody trusts neither side.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, just like she was powerful and went after, I like her hair better like that than that wig. Just with this hairstyle. Don't you?
It don't matter to me. I don't mind her.
I like the natural braids or locks.
I don't know.
What, Ma? Yeah, my mother said that's the girl.
I like her different hairstyles because I've seen all of her photos and she's very photogenic. Yeah. So I like it.
No, I'm saying I like her natural hairstyle.
Well, you got locks, of course.
That's right.
So I like the diversity that women can wear different styles.
Right, which is why I told you not to get them. Anyway.
Oh, whatever. No. People, we got to take a break on this one. I told my sister, people nowadays are doing a lot with their locks. Do you not see the brothers wearing them all kinds of ways, braided?
Well, Hallie and Chloe do.
That's what I would do. So what is the problem with the limitation of styles?
Well, I would say it. Never mind. Don't matter.
Okay, I'm going bald. You can say that.
When you going bald?
I'm shedding. I was like, it's not a good time to get them.
Oh, no.
For that reason.
No.
Go ahead.
You mean going bald like old?
Yeah, I'm getting old.
Anyway,
go ahead.
Just like she was passionate on her side against that side of the aisle, I can find somebody on the other side of the aisle that can go after the Democrats. That's why I'm saying they both sides. Both sides are both.
And I don't even like the independents, those who are running for independent offices. I don't No.
Who is running for it? Oh,
the
one guy.
3 or 4 people that are running, and what's his name? The black guy.
Oh, okay.
See, no.
Justice says Miss Jasmine Crockett is so good at holding up a mirror to the Republicans. I love it. Yeah. Yeah, she is. So I thought that was very interesting. I love how she went after them, and I love how she hold on. Okay. I love how she went after them, and I love how she put a mirror, like you said, Justice, in their face so that they can see that all the stuff y'all saying, you don't really practice what you're saying.
And it ain't making sense.
And it don't make sense.
So go ahead.
All right. Representative Jasmine Crockett. All right.